comes to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Illinois so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
And as we come back to Anna Jonesboro Wildcat Gymnasium, my name is Matt Cannon, Mason Hill alongside as we return you to the court. And Mike Chamness down there having full effect of this full timeout. And with 4:38 left here to go in the fourth quarter, a 1-point difference. This is shades of double overtime in Goreville. Mason Hill keeping us up to date on all the stats with the, what app is that, Mason?
Game Changer.
Game Changer app. And it's like I feel like I'm the kid messing with my VCR for my parents because he knows that app better than I know my phone. And he's able to keep full stats and everything going for us while we are here in the ball game. 4:38 left here as Dustin Hill takes back over. And Carver is out of bounds for the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats. Into Harville. Harville with the basketball as he throws over to Carver on the far side. Carver with the basketball. Regional action here at Anna Jonesboro Wildcat. Harville for three. No good. And the ball is thrown back into the hands of Connor Mallory. Mallory throwing ahead as he looks side to side. Trying to reset the offense. There it is. Nolan Causey on the far side. Top of the key between the circles now as he dribbles left, dribbles right, and he throws out to Connor Mallory. Mallory fakes a three, back over to Isaiah Watson. Watson down in the paint as he looks for an open Indian. And Coach Scott Brzezinski wants a timeout. We'll take another one as well. 4:06 left here in the fourth quarter. It is Anna Jonesboro 46. Johnson City 35. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
Don't mind us. We're just everyday guys. Everyday guys with 17 Big Ten championships and 5 Final Four appearances.
Big Ten Tournament Championship comes to Champaign.
Join head coach Brad Underwood and the Fighting Illini on your home for Fighting Illini basketball. Listen to Fighting Illini basketball all season long on Monster Radio WGGH.
And back to Anna Jonesboro High School Gymnasium as we return you to the floor. Myself, Matt Cannon, Dustin Hill alongside, out of bounds for Heath Nibbs and the Johnson City Indians.
All right, look for a quick hitter here from Coach Scott Brzezinski.
Nibbs the basketball. He's looking. He finds Nolan Causey out top of the key. Causey throws over to Logan. Logan off to Heath. Heath, three ball. Yes! Heath Nibbs scores three.
Right on cue. There's that quick hitter.
And now Harville with the basketball. 0-3 is the call from Coach Mike Chamness and the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats. Harville with the basketball. Goes off to Landon. And Heath Nibbs gets a steal. Nibbs coast to coast. And the layup is good. Heath Nibbs scores two. Landon Trammell throws into Dawson Trammell. Landon with the basketball. Now go off to Dawson and throws it back to Harville. A quick change of pace there. 40-36 is the score. Harville with the basketball. Down in the paint. Wide open and scores a layup. And now Heath Nibbs back the other way as Nibbs throws it, and it goes off of Anna Jonesboro out of bounds. It'll be Johnson City basketball. 3:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Johnson City 40, Anna Jonesboro 38. Official timeout. We will take one as well. You're listening to Monster Radio WGGH.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the IHSA, are the 333,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Illinois. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
And as we return you to Anna Jonesboro High School, myself, Matt Cannon, John Odell just like that. No. John Odell just like my Facebook Live thing. So, and it goes to Johnson City. Johnson City is out of bounds. Heath Nibbs over there in front of his bench as he's looking side to side. Heath Nibbs throws out to Nolan Causey here on the far side, or top of the key, and Heath Nibbs throws right back to him. Now here we go, 3:12 left here in the fourth quarter.
2-3 zone now from Anna Jonesboro.
And Nolan Causey taking the basketball. Yes, I am a goofy fool. Thank you, John Odell from the Facebook
There
Live.
it is. Now you got dump it across or dump it down on the block.
Back to Heath Nibbs at the free throw line. Shot
Nice.
no, into the hands of Boston Payton. And Boston Payton gets fouled by Carver. Or was that Henry? No, that was Henry. That's his fifth. He fouls out.
Going to see Peyton Denny check in for Henry.
And Denny comes back in the basketball game. Keaton Ford and Isaiah Watson into the basketball game for Logan Hunter and Heath Nibbs. Boston Payton going to the line to shoot two. 2:52 left here in the fourth quarter. 40-38 is the score. Johnson City's lead by 2. No good off the back of the rim. And now, Boston Payton sets once again. Yes, Dustin Hill is alongside. John Odell, thank you very much. Good.
Now watch for Harville. This Harville and Nolan Causey matchup here.
Harville taking the basketball. 2:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Cross of the timeline as we get down here. Harville going down into the paint. 5-footer, no good. And Connor Mallory comes up with the rebound. Or loose ball.
And they're going to get him for a carry again.
Wow.
That's the second time they've called that on Connor. You could do that just about every trip down the floor in high school.
2:38 left here in the fourth quarter. 41-38 is the score. Johnson City's lead by 3. Anna Jonesboro, coach Mike Chamness is calling out a play. Harville top of the key, goes over to Carver here on the near side. Carver with the basketball going to the baseline. Nope. He fakes out to Landon Trammell. 3 ball. No. It's off the back of the rim. And Denny has the basketball. It's tipped by Keaton Ford. And it is in the hands of Johnson City. It is in the hands of Johnson City. Possession for the Black. 41-38. Johnson City's lead by 3.
Nibbs Hunter back on the floor. Off goes Isaiah Watson and Keaton Ford.
And Keaton Ford was the man with tipping the basketball. I apologize as I couldn't get it out of my mouth. I was so excited. No pun intended. Heath Nibbs with the basketball as he... Timeout is called by Coach Scott Brzezinski. We will take one as well. 2:17 left here in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
Since 1949, WGGH Radio has always kept Southern Illinois connected. Now, Monster Radio WGGH is available at 98.5 FM. And then I'll get the WGGH mobile app on your device for free. It takes less than a minute. Just go to the Apple App Store for your iPhones or Google Play Store for your Androids. Search WGGH. Then everywhere you go, Monster Radio WGGH is available at the click of a button. The Monster Radio WGGH app. Well, now available for Apple or Android devices.
Back to Anna Jonesboro Wildcat Gymnasium as Johnson City takes the floor once again. We will return you as Anna Jonesboro headed back out as well. And here we go. The last 2 minutes, 19 seconds of this ball game. Regional contest number 1 for the Johnson City Indians. 2:19. Heath Nibbs will be out of bounds in the corner for Johnson City. There's the slap. Looking. Feeds it off to Connor Mallory here on the near side. Mallory feeds it off to Nolan Causey between the circles, top of the key. As Nolan Causey finds Connor Mallory once again. Mallory hands it off to Logan. Logan off to Nolan. Nolan with the basketball here on the near side as he dribbles back top of the key. Throws it off to Heath Nibbs. Nibbs with the basketball going down to Connor. Connor on the far side corner as Connor dribbles back up this way. And he's looking, tries to find, he does. Boston Payton off the glass. It's good for 2. Boston Payton has 5 points and make that 7 points. Down to Landon Trammell. 3 ball, no good. And the ball comes down to Connor Mallory. Mallory with the basketball as he takes his time trying to get the ball. Does over to Logan Hunter. Hunter back over to Boston Payton. Payton back out to Connor Mallory as he resets the offense. goes off to Nolan Causey. Causey with the basketball, a minute 30 left here in the fourth quarter. Heath Nibbs goes into Connor Mallory, into the paint, up for two, fouled. Ooh. Into the paint and fouled. And now he will go to the line to shoot two.
You're going to have Keaton Ford. Isaiah Watson checking back in probably for Boston Payton and Heath Nibbs.
Connor Mallory goes to the line to shoot two. Minute 23 left here in the fourth quarter. 43-38. Two shots from Connor Mallory.
Love how Coach Scott Brzezinski is substituting offense and defense going both ways.
And Nolan Causey comes good on his first as Logan Hunter and Heath Nibbs take a seat on the bench. Keaton Fort and Isaiah Watson coming into the basketball game. Connor Mallory now with the basketball for his second shot. Minute 23 left here in the fourth quarter. Shots up. Good.
Makes it a three-possession game now, Matt. So a little bit different for Coach Cham this thing.
Harville with the basketball as he crosses the timeline. Minute 18 as Harville dribbles down here to this side. Back to Landon. Landon fakes a three as he throws over to Denny. Denny swings it over to Dawson. Dawson goes baseline, and the layup is good. Dawson Trammell scores two. Mike Chamness wants a timeout. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
Monster Radio WGGH presents Uncaged. Live and local from the Monster Radio studios in Marion. Featuring Tim Petrovich and Justin Walker. And their take on high school and local sports, as well as college and professional. Heard every Saturday morning at 10:30 on Monster Radio, AM 1150, 98.5 FM, WGGH.net, and the Monster Radio app.
And as we return you to Anna Jonesboro High School, Johnson City 45. Anna Jonesboro 40. A minute 7 left here on the fourth quarter clock. And Dustin Hill alongside as we get ready for the Facebook Live to switch back to the floor. And having a great time tonight here at Anna Jonesboro Gymnasium.
You knew this was going to be a slobber knocker from the word go, and it has not disappointed. Indians up in this one 45-40 with a minute 7 to go. Interested to see the tactics that Coach Mike Chamness will take with the Anna Jonesboro Wildcats, with the Indians being in the bonus.
Returning you to the floor as Logan Hunter takes the ball out of bounds. He chucks it, a long pass, and Landon Trammell comes up with the ball. Landon Trammell goes over here to Harville. Harville down in the paint, up for no. He feeds it off to Denny. Denny, 10-footer, no good. Boston Payton comes up with the rebound, goes up to Nolan Causey, ahead to Connor Mallory. Mallory with the basketball as he is set, and the hand checks from Harville. I'm surprised they're not calling. They've called everything but the floor in this ball game, and now there's going to be a foul.
Calling some weird fouls early on in this ball game, and then when you can see it directly, they're trying to get that foul and send the Indians to the line. Even Mike Chambliss was a little confused by the no calls there.
Nixon is his first, team's 9th, and Connor Mallory will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
And again, Coach Brzezinski has went defense for offense as Nibbs and Hunter step off. Keaton Ford, Isaiah Watson step on the defensive side.
Denny coming to take a seat as Connor Mallory goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. 44.7 seconds. Shots up and no good as Boston Payton tries to get the rebound, and
they're going to call a foul.
Foul's on 24. That's Connor Mallory. That's his second. Team's 8th. And it'll go to 1 and 1 at the other line.
Man, now that's tough there.
Denny into the basketball game, going to replace Carver. And go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Logan Hunter and Heath Nibbs checking back into the ball game, replacing Keaton Ford and Isaiah Watson. 42.8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you what's really cool to see here, Matt. We traveled to Anna, which is about a 45-minute drive from Johnston City, and there is as many Johnston City Indian fans as there is Anna Jonesboro Wildcat fans.
Marvel makes his first. Apologize to interrupt.
No.
And 42.8 seconds. Harville can bring it back within 3. If he makes this one, top and good. He brings it back within 3. A one-possession ball game. Logan Hunter going into Heath Nibbs. Nibbs with the basketball as he goes over to the far side, and He is tripped or pushed. Fouls on 14. That's Denny. That's going to be his 5th. Team's 10th. We're shooting 2 from here on out.
We talked about it, Matt, at halftime. Seniors got to lead the way, and here's where Heath Nibbs can do just that with 2 free throws coming up.
Heath Nibbs going to shoot 2 at the line. 40.5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 45-42 is the score. Heath Nibbs. Shots up. No good. It's in and out. Coach Scott Brzezinski talking about all the work that he had put in for the free throw shooting. He'd been coming in before school and shooting free throws for a solid half hour to 45 minutes every morning. Shots up and no good. And Boston Payton gets called for his 5th foul.
And it's going to send Leighton Mix into the free throw line at the other end for a 1-and-1.
And now Logan Hunter coming back into the basketball game. Heath Nibbs. And that's 5 fouls for Boston Payton. What's Coach Scott Brzezinski going to do? Oh, he does already have 5 in there. Never mind.
Yes, he does.
And Mixon goes the line to shoot 2. Shoot the 1-on-1.
Big free throw here with 40 seconds even to go. That's off the back iron.
Isaiah Watson comes down with the rebound, throws off to Nolan Cauthy. Cauthy back to Connor Mallory on the far side. Mallory throws it way ahead to Logan Hunter. Hunter over to Isaiah Watson on the far side. He's fouled. And it'll be on Dylan Hart. No, they're going to call it on Dawson Trammell. It's his 4th. And they're already at 10 fouls. 30.2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Finish the ball game right here down the stretch on the free throw line.
Isaiah Watson has got to make them. 2 shots for the junior. Mr. Zigzag himself makes it his first. He's 3 for 3 so far in this contest. 30.2 seconds left. 46-42. Johnson City ahead by 4. Shots up and no good as the ball comes down to Landon Trammell. Ahead to Harville. Harville with the basketball going down.
Oh, wow. That is absolute, just not very good. That's not very good.
Fouls on Nolan Cauthy. That's his 3rd, team's 10th. And Dylan Harville will get his 2 points plus the old-fashioned 3-point play. 46-44.
25.8 to go here in the ball game.
Harville will get a shot for the old-fashioned 3-point play. It's no good. Comes down to the hands of Logan Hunter. Hunter with a basketball and fouls on.
They're going to give that one to Harville.
And that will be his 1st. They're already at 10 fouls, so we go to the other line.
We'll take 12 fouls, man. They actually keep the 12 fouls on the board.
Wow, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. Don't see that often.
Heath Nibbs will go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, we talked about it, man. This is where your senior leadership is imperative.
22.5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 46-44. Shots up. Good. Heath Nibbs scores his first free throw. We get a chance at a second.
And if Heath makes this free throw,
Coach Scott Brzezinski wants a timeout. I just saw that as well.
Absolutely.
Took the words right out of your mouth this time. It's up and no good. And the ball comes down to Landon Trammell. Landon with the basketball. Caught by Keaton Ford. Ford with the basketball as he goes off to Noah Causey. And Causey's fouled by Dylan Harville. And that'll be Harville's 2nd. Oh, my Lanta.
Now let's go to the other end of the spectrum. We had the senior leader in Heath Nibbs at the free throw line last trip, and now you got freshman Nolan Causey stepping to the line.
Nolan Causey stepping to the line to shoot 2. And here we go. 15.6 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. Good. Nolan Causey making a free throw, and Isaiah Watson comes in to replace Heath Nibbs. 15.6 seconds left on the clock. 48-44. Nolan Causey with a chance to make his 2nd. Shots up. Good. Oh, my Lanta. Timeout for Coach Scott Brzezinski. Will take one as well. 15.6 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. It is Johnson City 49. Anna Jonesboro 44. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
Don't mind us. We're just everyday guys. Everyday guys with 17 Big Ten championships and 5 Final Four appearances.
Big Ten Tournament Championship comes to Champaign.
Join head coach Brad Underwood in the Fighting Illini on your home for Fighting Illini basketball. Listen to Fighting Illini basketball all season long on Monster Radio, WGGA.
Returning you to the basketball floor as we come back to Anna Jonesboro High School basketball gymnasium. As myself, Matt Cannon, and Dustin Hill alongside.
He's going to get that right at one point.
You know what? I don't know. Dustin, Mason, whatever your name is. Ethan, who knows?
Close enough.
These gray hairs are starting to show.
All right, so do you go full court here? I think you got to go full court pressure here if you're Coach Scott Brzezinski. You just can't foul 85 feet from the basket. You just got to play good defense here.
And now Mixon out of bounds for the Johnson City Indians. Off to Harville. Harville bringing it quickly up the floor as he takes it down into the paint. He puts it up for two. Harville gets a time. It's a basket, and we'll take a full timeout as well. 9.4 seconds left on the fourth quarter clock. Johnson City 49. And the Jonesboro 46. We'll be right back on Monster Radio, WGGH.
Don't mind us. We're just everyday guys. Everyday guys with 17 Big Ten championships and 5 Final Four appearances.
Big Ten Tournament Championship comes to Champaign.
Join head coach Brad Underwood in the Fighting Illini on your home for Fighting Illini basketball. Listen to Fighting Illini basketball all season long on Monster Radio, WGGA.
And as we return you to Anna Jonesboro Gymnasium, and here we go. Returning you to the floor, myself, Matt Cannon, and Dustin Hill alongside. I got it right that time.
There you go.
Just remind me to take my medication later, okay?
There you go.
9.4 seconds left on the game clock as Johnson City heads out with Logan Hunter, Keaton Fort, Heath Nibbs, Connor Mowry, and Nolan Causey. Logan Hunter out of bounds for Johnson City. 9.4 seconds left here on the fourth quarter. 46-49. Johnson City's lead by 3 into Connor Mowry. Mowry gets fouled by number 1. That's Hall. It'll be his first. And we go to the other line to shoot 2.
Finish the game right here on the free throw line.
And Connor Mowry is not somebody who you want to put to the line, considering that he is 4 for 5. 8.4 seconds, just a second ticking off there in the fourth quarter. Connor Mowry.
11 points on the ball game for Connor.
Shots up. Good. He makes his first. And now into the ball game comes Isaiah Watson. Watson is talking to Nolan Causey there at the half court. And now Connor Mowry gets a chance at his second shot.
And I like this, that now Isaiah Watson will be guarding Dylan Harville on this possession, regardless of make or miss.
And Connor with the basketball, shots up and good. He makes both. It is 51-46. Harville taking the basketball quickly, going down to the paint. Layup is good. He's timeout again. And Harville was running like a road runner on crack. And 30.7 seconds left. We're going to take another timeout. It is 51-48. Johnson City's lead by 3. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
Since 1949, WGGH Radio has always kept Southern Illinois connected. Now, Monster Radio WGGH is available at 98.5 FM. And then I'll get the WGGH mobile app on your device for free. It takes less than a minute. Just go to the Apple App Store for your iPhones or Google Play Store for your Android. Search WGGH. Then everywhere you go, Monster Radio WGGH is available at the click of a button. The Monster Radio WGGH app. Well, now available for Apple or Android devices.
Returning to the basketball game and at Jonesboro High School as we return you to the floor. Logan Hunter going to take the basketball out for the Johnson City Indians. And Logan takes the basketball, slaps, and here we go. Who's he going to get into? It's going to go into Keaton Fort. Keaton Fort ahead, and he's fouled as Landon Trammell will get his second foul. And that's team's 15th. And put Keaton Ford to the line to shoot 2.
Knock this first one down in this ball game.
1.8 seconds left on the game clock. Keaton Ford needs to make one of these. Shot is up. No good. It was too hard off the back of the rim. And in the ball game comes Isaiah Watson for Heath Nibbs. And here we go.
19 of 26 on the ball game for the Indians.
Keaton Ford heads back to the line. And shots up. Good. Ford made his second free throw. And now they inbound the basketball. 3 small shot, and it's no good. Johnson City has won the first round. They win the first round of this ball game against a tough Anna Jonesboro Wildcat team. It is Johnson City 52, Anna Jonesboro 48. We'll be right back on Monster Radio WGGH.
IBEW Local 702, an international brotherhood of electrical workers, has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves scattered throughout the heartland, making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702 with offices in West Frankfort. Are you ready?